welcome to RV Retirement Redesign, where our retirement is not what we thought it was going to be. Thank goodness. We've joined the full-time RV phenomenon and we love it. So stay tuned for tips and tricks and ideas, regardless of whether you're a full-time RVer, a traveling RVer, in your retirement, or just starting out. So like, subscribe, and ring that bell.
So fall is not my favorite season because I know that winter's coming, and that winter in the mountains of Colorado can last a long time. Here's a list of things that we want to get done to prepare for our winter, because our winters are severe. I mean, telling you, baby, it gets cold outside. And because our winters are so severe, one of the things that we want to do is make sure we get everything done outside as soon as possible in our area pretty much before Halloween, because we will definitely have snow before then. So one of the things we want to do is to make sure we clean up our deck and our backyard and secure our lawn and patio furniture. In this way, everything's kind of buttoned up and is going to be safe and secure over those snowy winters. The next thing we're going to be doing is washing those outside windows, because once the temperatures drop, you really can't wash because everything will just freeze. Every year we have to check and reseal our skirting. The longer we've been here, the more it's starting to fray a little bit, and even we had some hail damage this year, which is going to require us to do a little bit of painting as well. If you want to see how we did our skirting, watch this video and see how we made this really aesthetically looking skirt for our RV. This is also a good idea to check out where you might be placing some of your Christmas decorations if you're putting some outside, making sure the hooks are up and things like that, because again, if it snows, you don't want to have to do all of that in the snow or try to even find the hooks in the snow. There are several things that you can do inside to really secure your home for the winter months, and there's another video that I'm going to share with you that shows several tips that I would really encourage you to watch. This one was just a game changer for us. We found out there were 22 holes in the windows around our living room area, and so Bob put these little insulated strips in there. He just cut out some of that silver bubble stuff and laid those in there, and it really does help to keep the cold air from coming in and the warm air from escaping. Now, you more than likely already have seen these or have these, and these are these pillow vents that you can put in the vent spaces like the max air spaces, and it really does again help to keep the warmth in and the cold out. The one thing that we've noticed is every now and then you want to pull these out on a sunny day and let them dry out in case there's any moisture that has been absorbed in them. Now, this is a video that we show several more tips for you. Some of these are repeats, but other things you might want to do is make sure you change the batteries in your smoke detectors and the carbon monoxide detectors. Change the battery in any fans that you might have. Our closet actually extends out, and so it gets really cold, and by keeping a small circulating fan in there, it keeps any kind of ice crystals from forming. The other thing that I do at this time is wash rugs or replace them. Now, I love these winter throw blankets that are actually electric blankets, so this is a good time again to wash them, or at least take them outside and let them air out a bit before you put them back onto the couch, and be sure to check those cords to make sure that they're still in good working order as well. I find the fall time to be a great time to do some inside organizational kinds of things and just updating and upkeeping, like using a wet dusting high up on the ledges and moldings to get all of that summer dirt out of the house, to replace and repot plants if you need. This is a great time for us to wash and rotate Izzy's toys, and maybe if you have children, this is a great time to wash and rotate their toys as well. Buying the holiday teas and spices and reorganizing the cupboards to make sure you have everything for your holiday baking is a perfect time for the fall. Rotating your clothes, I like using the packing cubes. We store our packing cubes underneath our bed with our Christmas decorations, which of course is a great time to start making sure you know where those are and unearthing them as well. But these packing cubes, we actually can take our winter clothes and pack them away, and then in the summertime take those out and rotate them with the next season clothes. And then the packing cubes go inside these organizing bins underneath the bed, and everything is easy to find, it's organized, and it doesn't take up a whole bunch of space.
Each year we change the anoid for our water heater, and recently we found out from our maintenance guy that you really don't have to do it every year. There's still a lot of life left in this old one, so check with your maintenance person and see what they recommend. One of the most important things you're going to need in the wintertime is a heated water hose. It needs to be in an appropriate length to get from the water connection into your RV, but also needs to be at the appropriate temperature. So if you live in the mountains or other places where it's extremely cold, you want to make sure that the temperature goes down as low as your lowest temperature that you could have in your local area. A couple of tips our maintenance guy turned us on to was to put a trouble little light inside the refrigerator outside compartment. And when it gets extremely low temperatures, it does keep the refrigerator from freezing up, and having a fan in there, because in the summertime, living high up in the mountains, you're closer to the sun, and the metal compartments can get extremely hot, and the fan helps keep it a little cooler. This is also that time of year you want to clean out your gutters and inspect your roof to make sure you don't have any obvious cracks, or you need to reseal any of the areas around, like the air conditioner or other things that protrude from the roof. And finally, for us, it's actually making sure that all of our cameras are up to date, maintaining a good stream, because we have visitors that come and visit us, like this one every now and then. While some in our family might enjoy these cold weather times and the snow and all that brings a little more than others of us, we do hope that some of the tips that we brought you today will help you have a nice, warm, and cozy winter wherever you might live.